Alright, back again with another video. This time I am reviewing the McFarlane DC Multiverse, Darkseid. Now this is based upon his superpowers. I believe his superpowers look designed by the great Jack Kirby. Superpowers came out when I was a baby. I was like maybe 2-3 years old or whatever. And I do remember having I think the superpower Superman figure or whatnot, but I never had a Darkseid figure. So this is based on this. I really like this figure. I wish he didn't come with this cape, but McFarlane, they're gonna make some money off of this. This is primarily a new sculpt, except for the arms. I'll get into that. So yeah, McFarlane's gonna do another Darkseid, probably with a darker shade of blue. And without the cape, but anyways, I like this figure. It's big. Like I said earlier, there's some reuse. Arms, I don't know if let me focus a bit. Anyways, the arms are, I got the veins and stuff. I think it's from the Mega Fig from Mongol that came out like last year or 2 years ago or so. But for the most part, it's new body. This come with this card. Darkseid says DC Classics. I guess that's how they're gonna label some of the old school figures, character designs or whatnot. DC Classic. The back of the card, real name not applicable. In the known DC multiverse, one name stands above all others when it comes to supreme villainy: Darkseid. Ruling over the hellish world of Apocalypse, Darkseid doesn't rely merely to conquer a planet or subjugate his enemies. He seeks to rob the entire universe of the free will and replace it with his own. Yeah, you can't read that, but y'all don't probably care about the cards. I'm just reading it. So, of course, he comes with the stand with the DC logo. He comes with these hands, pointing hand and a fist. So this fist goes in there, this pointing hand goes here, and of course he has the alternate head with the Omega beams coming out. I wish it would have came with an effect that came further, but this is still cool nonetheless. The head sculpt is dope. I don't know if you can really see. The eyes are red. The articulation, and that's the problem that's been with this figure, is the arms come out really easily. You see I'm barely really messing with it and the arms are coming loose. Anyways, he can do the splits this far. I don't know why he would want to have Darkseid doing splits like that, but that's what you want to do. Single jointed arms. It's really stiff, but don't want to break it. Double jointed knees. He can almost kick his own ass, but it's a Mega Fig. Darkseid is not Spider-Man. He's not Nightwing. He's not going to be doing a whole bunch of gymnastics and stuff like that. Toe hinge. Kind of got some ankle rocker a little bit, but again, it's not like he's going to sit there, and he doesn't need to be doing a whole bunch of, acrobatic moves or whatever and stuff. He'll just use his Omega beams to blast you or whatnot. Some people, they don't like this belt. They think it's too thick, which, based on the card art, yeah, it's thick, but I don't have a problem with it. I've seen some people, this arm keeps coming loose. It's starting to get on my nerves. But, yeah. So, I like it. The cape is got some wire in it. And I do appreciate McFarlane giving us wired capes now. They're hit and miss though, because it's cool because we get wired capes, because a lot of times with domestic toy companies, meaning domestic, meaning United States, they don't give you wired capes. It's just, I mean, if they give you capes, it's gonna be a plastic cape, which plastic capes can be cool, but sometimes, like, if you want a character that's flying or swinging through the air or whatever and stuff, you want to have the cape flowing. Whereas it's a static cape, plastic is in one position, so that kind of sucks. Now the cape itself, like I said, it's got some wire. It's cool. I mean, there's no wire in the inside, but on the outside, so you can have Darkseid, you know, wind flowing as he confronts Superman or whatnot. But only that sucks about it is that you can't really drape the cape. So it just basically, and it kind of bunches up. So, you know, you can't really have him, you know, draped over his shoulders. Unlike, you know, and see, for characters like Batman, see, that's really important. You know, that's the whole of the story about the wired capes and stuff like that. And as you can see, there's like kind of some, I want to say, I don't know if that's by default or that's just how it's painted. It's like kind of whitish or whatever, but you know, I don't really have a problem. It actually looks cool. I like it like that. So, yeah, the arms are from Mongol, from the Mega Fig, from a couple, like last year, I believe, 2022 or 2023. Everything else is new, and for the price, and I got this from CMD Store. They're a Canadian retailer. They usually get stuff from companies couple weeks, usually before somebody else gets them, sometimes a month or so. I've had this figure for like since July. I'm just now reviewing it. Just life, you know, caught up, so I haven't got a chance to really sit down and play with it. But the figure is nice. It's hefty. It's big. I mean, it's not super duper big or whatnot, like, because I know some people have compared it to the Bane figure, the DC Multiverse Bane, which Darkseid should not be shorter than Bane. I don't care how much venom Bane has. He should not be bigger than he should not be bigger. So I'm gonna do some comparisons with some other Darkseid figures that I have from various companies and some other characters that can match up. So the first one obviously is gonna be this DC Universe Classics Darkseid from Mattel. And I just now noticed this. The color is faded. It's like a greenish color. I mean, this figure's been in my tub of figures for months. I don't really pull them out that much, but as you can see, this Darkseid's a little bit bigger than this Darkseid, but I mean, this, I don't know how much this is going for, because this figure's almost 20 years old. This came out like in the 2000s or 2010s or something like that. It was a long time ago. It's been at least maybe 12 years minimum, but probably longer than that. So yeah, so if you don't want to spend the money on this, you can get this one, but in my opinion, this is worth it. And like I said, I got it from CMD Store, Canadian retailer, cmd.com, or CMD. I'll put the link in the description, but he's sold out now, so you won't be able to get him, unfortunately. But I also have another Darkseid pre-order with Big Bad Toy Store, Target, and Amazon. I usually pre-order all my figures like that because whoever gets it first, then I can cancel the other ones. And some retailers, they keep delaying, like with Target and Amazon, they keep delaying. The figure was supposed to come out earlier this month, August, and now it's not going to come out until possibly next week. And I know this figure sold out really quick on Big Bad Toy Store when it went up for pre-order, and a lot of people missed out on it. But would you want to pay scalper prices or out of market prices for them? Maybe, because there are rumors that there's a Darkseid from the Justice League Task Force video game that was from the 90s, like from 94, 95. There's a rumor there's going to be a Darkseid figure from that wave. Don't know when that wave's going to be. It's just a rumor, but from the sources that I've been seeing, they're pretty accurate. So don't know if it's going to be a reuse of this figure, but should come out. But yeah, you already know McFarlane's going to sit there and do another Darkseid. You know, as some money sit on the table, but it'll probably be without the cape, without the emblem, maybe darker side of color, shade of blue. But anyways, but yeah, I still have my other Darkseids on pre-order because I want to possibly customize them, like to get the cape and this emblem and probably get some putty or whatever and fill it in so I can have a more traditional Darkseid. But anyways, enough rambling. So this is the comparison. This Darkseid is a newer figure. It's bigger than this Darkseid. So, and this is a big figure. So, all right. Next Darkseid. This is gonna be a big one. It can't even fit in the camera, but yeah, this is the DC Icons. It was from DC Essentials. There you go. DC Essentials Darkseid from DC Collectibles, or not DC Essentials. DC Icons. Now I don't know if this is the DC Icons one or is it another DC Essentials from the New 52 line. I don't know if this is one that came with his daughter Grail. I got it used off of eBay and the shoulder pads broke. I mean, I have them. I mean, I'll probably super glue them, but it's not something that's critical. So yeah, as you can see, this Darkseid towers over this Darkseid, and this is based on his Rebirth look, I believe. Either the Rebirth or New 52. And it's ironic because New 52 actually got me into comic books again because I stopped reading comic books around 2001 and then hype for New 52, so I kind of started getting back into it. So, but yeah, this is the look. So here's the comparisons. So yeah, this is a big boy. Okay, got some other Darkseid figures, and here is the Mezco marked Darkseid. And Mezco figures tend to generally be bigger. I mean, they say they're 1/12 scale, but generally they are a little bit bigger than a traditional 6-inch figures. But yeah, as you can see, this Darkseid towers over this Darkseid, and this Darkseid is a big guy. This Darkseid is more of a classic look Darkseid, but you know, Mezco, they like to Mezcify their stuff. I just made up a new word. But they tend to put their own spin. So this is classic enough for Darkseid. You can probably still get this Darkseid for retail because I know a lot of people didn't really care for this Darkseid because of the material, but I like it. I mean, but yeah, this is more of a traditional Darkseid. Obviously, if you buy this figure, it's going to be more than this figure. I mean, even if you get this for retail, this one could go for over $100. But yeah, so as you can see, this Darkseid is bigger than this Darkseid. And this is one of my favorite Darkseid figures. I haven't noticed a lot of people talking about this figure. This is the Beast Kingdom Darkseid, and they're about the same height actually. But this is the Beast Kingdom Darkseid. This is based on his Rebirth look. I love this figure. It's a very, very good figure. I haven't really played with it too much, but it's just an awesome figure. Yeah, Darkseid. This Darkseid is one of my favorite villains, so I'm happy for this figure. But yeah, he's a very good figure. If you can afford it, definitely recommend picking this up. This is classic. This is modern Darkseid. Alright, digging through. Okay, this was a favorite of the community. It was one of my favorites too. This is the Storm Collectibles Darkseid figure. Oop. This is the Storm Collectibles Darkseid figure. based upon the Injustice video game. I never played the games. I did read the prequel comics, which that's one of my favorite stories ever. Even though it's a evil Superman, but you know, I'm kind of tired of evil Superman. I think we all are, but yeah. So this figure is bigger than this one. This is a nice figure, you know. And that's the beauty of, you know, the multiverse. You can have different Darkseids from different iterations going up against each other. So that's a high comparison between the two Darkseids. And speaking of multiverse, which is still multiverse, but we have here the Zack Snyder's Justice League Darkseid. Forgot what store this was exclusive to. I think was it a Target exclusive. I mean, this figure came out years ago. Trying to get him to stand. He's been sitting in my storage bin for a while. I'm just gonna hold him up. I don't feel like messing with him, but he's a little bit taller than the comic Darkseid. I like this figure, but of course, you know, the DCEU was dead, so this figure's kind of obsolete, if you will. But I'm still gonna keep him. I can still do some shots with my Mayfix Justice League figures, because I got rid of all the McFarlane Justice League figures I had because I just didn't care for them. I mean, you know, the Mayfix figures and a few of the Mescos are way better. So as you can see, this Darkseid's a little bit bigger than the comic one. And while we are still talking about the multiverse or DCEU, I'm going to pull up another character from the DCEU. This is Steppenwolf from the DCEU, from the Zack Snyder Justice League. I don't have the one that was from the Mattel one that was based upon the one that was released in theaters. Sorry. People call me while I'm trying to do a review. So, as you can see, this figure, if he would stand, so yeah, as you can see, this figure is bigger than this figure. I believe Steppenwolf is Darkseid's nephew, or Darkseid is his uncle, I believe. They're related somehow. I forgot. I think Darkseid is his nephew. So yeah, he's a little bit bigger, and a lot of people didn't like his look in the Justice League, Joss Whedon, however you say his name, look. But I didn't have a problem with it. I mean, either way, I like Steppenwolf's look in the movie. Okay, speaking of family, I have here, this is his son. This is Calabac. And as you can see, Darkseid towers over him. Now I didn't pick up the Multiverse Darkseid from McFarlane because I felt like he was too big. Hold up. Yeah, I felt like he was too big. Because Calabac is generally depicted. He's a big guy, but he's not like big. He's like big, but not tall. He always, to me, and the way he was drawn, especially during the Bronze Age and when Kirby was drawing him, when he was created, he always was like kind of a, short dude but stocky, big, So yeah, I still keep this figure. I might pick up the Mega Fig from McFarlane, but this is my preferred look of Calabac. All right. Now we're gonna go to other figures. Speaking of multiverse and reuse, this was the figure that Darkseid is using his arms. This is the Mega Fig of Mongol, if he can stand. So They share the same arms, at least the upper arms. The lower arms, obviously not. And I don't really care for this look of Mongo. I prefer his classic look. I know this is more modern, and not even I can get past the look. It's so bad. I feel like he's too big. And McFarlane, their height are out of control. I mean, you have some figures who are supposed to be certain height and they're tower over certain characters. So yeah, I mean, I got it off of Amazon. I got it. They were having a flash sale last year, so that's when I bought it. I'm like, well, I might as well get it. I can get it cheaper than what it was. But if he wasn't on sale, I probably wouldn't have. Well, I would have got him eventually because I need a Mongo in my collection. I have the old DC Universe Classic one, and short. Speaking of which, might as well pull them up. This is the DC Universe Classic or DC Superheroes line. Mattel did before DC Universe Classics, and as you can see, Darkseid towers over him. Yeah, so that I just pulled them out just in case, since I had them in the same spot with the Multiverse Mongo. All right, so let me go ahead and compare. All right, so some other big characters, still in the DC Multiverse, but not the same line. This is the Collect and Connect King Shark from Mattel. This is based upon his look from the CW, was it The Flash or one of the Arrow shows? So this is a height comparison, so you can kind of see. Yeah, he's pretty taller than him, so. Another Mega Fig, but it's from McFarlane, but not the same. It's a Mega Fig. It's a big fig. This is the Violator figure from Spawn. This is the Mega Fig. He's a big guy. Let me see if I can get him on camera. So, yeah. I almost forgot I had this guy because I was just digging through my collection or my box and I saw him. Oh, okay, well, I could compare him. So, obviously, he towers over him, but different universes. But again, it's the multiverse. You can do what you want. All right. Some other figures. I got a few figures. Just to get through my bag of stuff. Here is a Parademon. One of his wings are missing. I got a few Parademons. This is from the Justice League movie. So yeah, as you can see, Darkseid tower, but they're supposed to tower over. Darkseid's supposed to tower over them, but this is like the basic. This is not the general. This is like the basic one. It has the basic articulation. I got a few of them. I got them cheap. Army build them. And there are rumors that they're supposed to be releasing a Parademon from the Justice League movies. It's a rumor I've heard. I don't know if it's true or not. Hopefully, I can be able to get a few to Army build. Okay. Another big figure. This is one of my favorites as well. Is the Storm Collectibles Ares from the Injustice game. This is a nice figure. That's one of my favorites. As you can see, Darkseid is bigger. Doesn't tower over, but he's bigger than Ares. This is one of my favorites. This is a good figure. It's not comic book based, but he's close enough to the comic that you can get away with. You can pass. Okay. Another figure. Another Mega figure is the 2-pack of Doomsday. Hold up. Doomsday from the 2-pack with Superman. Not gonna bother trying to get him to stand. He stands though. He's taller than Darkseid, in which I believe Darkseid is shorter than him. I'm not certain, but yeah, as you can see, I don't think they've ever interacted with each other in the comics, but yeah, there's that big old guy. that's it for big figs from DC Multiverse. Of course, gotta go ahead and square him up against his enemy, you know, the Man of Steel, Superman. And this is the DC Multiverse. So it's based upon the Action Comics 1000 Superman, but it's not that figure. I do have it, but this is the one that came with the 2-pack with Atomic Skull, and he's a perfect height to square off against Superman. Yeah, you can look down. Superman can look up, so that's perfect. So that's how they compare. Get another Superman figure. I got quite a few Superman figures. And this is the Hush Superman, based upon that ugly infected Superman body. Hopefully, you know, McFarlane moved away from that body. I mean, it was cool for that infected Buck and for Bizarro, but for Superman, nah. So, yeah, as you can see, yeah, they square up pretty good. Almost done. I know y'all tired of hearing my voice. And this was one of my favorite Supermans for a while. This is the NECA Superman figure. It was a 2-pack with, I think, the Alien, either the Alien or Predator. I think the Alien. I got rid of the Alien figures. I just wanted the Superman figure. This is the NECA Superman. It was, I believe, either a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive or a New York Comic-Con exclusive from 2019, 2018. It was a couple years back. And as you can see, so yeah, pretty much any Superman figure you have will go good against Darkseid. And what else do I have? Okay, here is one of my favorite Superman figures from McFarlane. This is the Earth 2 Superman from the Crisis on Infinite Earths. Hopefully we get more Superman figures on this body. He's a little bit taller than the other Supermans from McFarlane, but I like this Superman a lot. Of course, you know, he didn't paint the back of the, but yeah, so this one's a little bit bigger than the other Superman figures, but as you can see, you can square up. Yeah, I liked it. So, and we'll have another one around here. Yeah, I do. This is the Superman from Our Worlds at War. I think that's the name of the comic. I never read the comic book, but yeah, he's on that ugly Dark Knight Returns Superman body, that Buck. I don't like this figure at all. I mean, it's okay, but I like the head sculpt. Man, the head sculpt is nice, but as you can see, so yeah. So overall, this Darkseid is a great figure. Oh, actually, he's lying right here. It's from a different toy brand altogether, but this comparison, Juggernaut. And this is a bootleg Juggernaut. I got this from AliExpress a couple years ago. I wanted to make him a custom, which I'm still going to do. That's why he doesn't have the little armbands or whatever. As you can see, he has a lower body or lower legs of the Hulk. So I can compare these two. Square off. Sorry about that. Cut off. Anyways, here is the Drax figure from the 2-pack from, was it last year? So as you can see, they compare pretty good. So overall, this is a good figure. I recommend it. When McFarlane, when they do big figures, they do them really good. I mean, they're hit and miss when it comes to the action figures, their DC Multiverse. That's the brand that they're the company. It's the only company that's making domestic superhero figures from DC Comics. So we're stuck with them, and they're doing pretty well because the figures are always selling. I mean, they sell pretty good. This is a good figure. I definitely recommend picking them up if you can. If you can't get him, and if you really, really want him, then yeah, you can probably pay the scalper prices. But I'm pretty confident that McFarlane will release another Darkseid on his body without the cape, maybe with a darker shade of blue. But yeah. But once again, thank you for watching. Again, I am not a professional reviewer. I do this as a hobby. I'm not trying to get rich or whatever. I'm just doing this because I want to give a different perspective on action figures. So shout out to the big guys like The Amazing, Shartimus Prime, Unparalleled Universe, Boog Nice, The Amazing, Dan Who, all the guys. Y'all inspire me. I'm trying to catch up with y'all. So thanks for watching. Like, dislike, subscribe, don't subscribe, leave a negative comment, leave a positive comment. But thanks for watching. Peace. Oh, back again. Sorry, I forgot. I always do this. There's, here's some other figures to compare. This is the DC Classic Superman, which is really not Classic Superman. I mean, excuse me. You can tell. Just let me get to the stand so I can kind of get a glimpse as to how it fares up. But it's not really Classic Superman. The belt's wrong, the sleeves are wrong, the boots are wrong, but as you can see, and man, I'm just all over the place today. Alright, some other figures. This is the Mesco Classic Superman, which some people like the Superman. Personally, I think it's okay. A lot to be desired. But you can see, and some other figures just for giggles or whatnot to compare. This is the DC films from DC Collectibles from like 2016, 2017. Superman. Be with Stan. It was a short-lived line, had some potential, but DC, as usual, they mess up. So, I mean, it's not the same universe, but it's the multiverse. You can have the Cavell Superman going up against the comic Bronze Age, pre-crisis Superman. Okay, who else do I have? You want to have the Clown Prince of Crime trolling somehow Darkseid, pissing Darkseid off. He knows it piss off everybody. Got Joker, the Mayfix Hush Joker. And it would be cool if Mayfix was to do a Darkseid figure. It doesn't have to be this big, but that would be pretty cool. We can get that. Who else do we want to get some multiverse of madness going on? You have the Mayfix Thor, which I like the figure. His hand is missing. I got the hand. I just don't feel like digging in the bag. But I like the figure. You know, of course, it's too small. Or it's not really too small, but you know what I mean. So, you want to do some Multiverse of Madness. There you got Thor. Classic Thor. And of course, you gotta have Superman. There's another Superman. This is the Mafex Superman, the Hush Superman. Still my favorite Superman figure of all time. Hopefully Mafex does another Superman. But yeah, this is my favorite Superman of all time. And I'm glad Mafex re-releases this figure. This is the figure, I've had this figure since it first came out. But definitely I want people to be able to enjoy this figure because it's a great figure. So, that's that. Couple more comparisons. Of course, everybody's all about that multiverse stuff going on. I think this would be a nice little matchup. Dr. Doom and Darkseid. That would be a cool fight or a cool confrontation. This is the Darkseid, or this is the Doom from the Amazon 3-pack. So, yeah, I can imagine those two going at it word for word, bars and stuff. Another big figure. Since I have them out, here is the Destroyer from the 2-pack with Thor from last year. Yeah. So it's a pretty nice size. Alright, then. Last, or almost last, is the figure or the character that some people say was based on Darkseid. You have Thanos. This is the classic Thanos from Hasbro. They released a couple years ago. So, as you can see, yeah. Sorry, folks. Darkseid came first. Darkseid is better than Thanos. Fight me. And this is the modern Thanos. Well, this is Marvel Select Thanos. So, again, if you want to have some multiverse battles or whatnot, here you go. Alright, so, okay, I'm done. This video's been going on for so long, so I'm done. So, again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If I only get one view, it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to share my love for action figures. I'm not trying to make money off of this. I have like, what, 60-something subscribers or whatever. I'm not trying to make money off of this. It's just a hobby. I enjoy toys. I enjoy spreading the word. I mean, there's probably been other people who have done reviews on this guy, but, you know, I'm just putting my 2 cents in. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. Peace.